So in this video, I'm going to walk through with you how you can use Honcho to sell your marathon, race, and sports photos in real time. And that is a very powerful way to sell your photos because you're catching the participants at the time when they're the most excited to buy their photos. Now imagine if you are a runner and you just finish a race, and the moment you cross the finish line, you can see your photos and buy them. Now that's going to be a lot more exciting for you as compared to the traditional way of doing things, which is you can only see your photos maybe a few hours or even a few days after the race. So by selling your photos in real time, you catch the participants at the height of the excitement, and that is a way that you can multiply your sales. Now, the concept behind Honcho is very simple. What you want to do is upload your photos from camera to cloud, and once the photos are uploaded, they will be ready to buy in the gallery. And so the way that you would upload from camera to cloud is by connecting your camera to our mobile app, which is available for iOS and Android. So I'm showing on my phone screen the Honcho mobile app. So I'm going to open it up and I am going to connect my camera to my phone with a cable. Now, once I turn on my camera, you would be able to see that it is detected by the app. So I can start shooting, and when I shoot, the app is going to automatically pull in my photos and upload them. So I just took a few photos. And if you can look at the app, you will see that the photos are getting pulled in and they're getting uploaded. Now, if you look at my screen recording, what I'm recording is my laptop screen, and I have the web dashboard open on my laptop screen. So on top of the mobile apps, we have a web dashboard, and all of the features that I'm going to show you on the web dashboard, we also have on the mobile apps. So you can see that the photos that I took, they're already uploaded to the web dashboard. That means they're already in the cloud and ready to be shared. So every photo is only going to take a few seconds to upload, so it's really quick. Now, after I finish uploading them, what I can do next is click on the share icon, and I can either share a link or share the QR code. So for example, I could print out the QR code on a large board and put it at the finish line so that the runners can scan the QR code and start buying immediately after the race. So when I go to the gallery, what I'm going to see are my photos. Now, Honcho comes with the face recognition feature. So at the bottom right, you can see a Find Me button. So what that does is that it allows me to upload a selfie and to use that to automatically find all of my photos in the gallery. So it saves a lot of time in terms of having to browse through, maybe thousands of photos just to find my own photos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload an existing photo of a person that I know is inside the album. So I'm going to upload a selfie of this lady. And within a few seconds, Honcho is going to find all of her photos in the album. So we can see these are all of her photos. Now, the one thing I want to point out as well is how accurate the face recognition is. So you can see that this is her, even though she's in the background and out of focus. This is her, even though most of her face is cut off. This is her, even though she is from the side angle. So basically, you can really trust in the accuracy of Honcho's face recognition in helping participants accurately find their own photos. Now, when I find my own photos, what I can do next is I can buy them. And with Honcho, you can offer multiple types of products. So you can offer a single photo. You can offer a package of multiple photos. For example, a package of 5 or 10 photos. And then you can offer all of the photos in the gallery. So now I can add them to the cart, and right away, I can go to the cart and check out my purchase. So as you can imagine, it's a really quick process going from shooting all the way to people buying your photos. Now, the other thing I want to quickly share is the privacy features with Honcho. So when it comes to public events like marathons and races, people might not be very comfortable if you're sharing all of the photos in a very public way. And so what you can do is to go into the album settings. You can click on privacy, and we have a feature called blur photos in the gallery for privacy. So I'm going to turn that on, and I'm going to go back to that album. So now what happens when I go into the album is that the photos are blurred and I can't actually see any of them. So the only way I can see my photos is by uploading my selfie and letting Honcho find my photos for me. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to see anyone else's photos. So this is a great way for you to share your gallery in a very public setting while maintaining the privacy of all of the participants. Now, the last thing I want to quickly share is our editing features inside Honcho. So we have a batch and single photo editor built into Honcho itself. So in the album page, if I click on the edit icon, I access the batch editor. So what I can do is I can select multiple photos and I can edit them at the same time. So when I go into the gallery, let me just turn off the privacy feature. So when I go into the gallery, you can see that these photos have already been updated with the latest edit. So it's happening in real time. Now, if I go into a single photo and I click on the edit icon, I access the single photo editor. And that is where I can see the sliders and enter specific values for temperature, tint, and so on. Now, the other thing I can do is I can click on the preset tab and I can create presets from this edit. So you can see that I've already created a few different presets and I can apply them really quickly. Now, the next thing that I can do is I can go into the album settings again and I can go into preset, and there is a setting called apply your preset when photos are uploaded. So what I can do is turn that on and choose the preset to apply. What's going to happen is that as I shoot and the photos are uploading from camera to cloud, the preset will be automatically and instantly applied onto the photos before they are published to the gallery. So what you might have noticed is that when I shot these photos of my camera lens, they became blue, and that's because the preset was applied to them. And so that is happening instantly. So the power of this is that you can create presets with your own signature style and apply them to your photos as you shoot. And what that means is that by the time the race is over, your job is done. Traditionally, when the race is over, you will need to go back. You will need to edit your photos. You will need to sort them, and then you will need to export them and then upload them to a public gallery. And that whole process can add hours of work on top of the hours that you're already spending shooting the race. But with Honcho, what that allows you to do is, call it a day the moment the race is over, because your photos are already uploaded to the gallery, they're already edited, and they are ready to sell. And so you basically can sit back and just watch the sales come in. So it's a much more efficient way of covering races. So that's pretty much it. That is how Honcho works. And like I said, we think it's a very powerful way for you to sell your photos because you're doing it in real time. And that means that you're selling your photos at the point when participants are the most motivated and they're the most excited to buy your photos. And so that can help you grow your sales. So Honcho has a free trial, a 7-day free trial, which I encourage you to sign up for and test out yourself. But if you want to arrange for a one-on-one demo, or if you have any further questions, feel free to reach out to us. So thank you, then I hope to talk to you soon.